going on, everyone? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and we're doing a Thursday version of a Freeform Friday because I will not be streaming tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday, and I can do whatever I want. So, my birthday's tomorrow, not today. So today, I'm going to stream what I would have done tomorrow. And tomorrow, I don't know what I was going to do, so we're going to do anything we want. Because that's what we do. We do whatever we want. Put that right there so we can jam. So anyway, what did I just do? I just threw on a acrylic wash on some acrylic paper by Grumbacher. It's got my cat Broadway. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do whatever the heck we want, and only because I didn't have anything in mind. So I'll show you what I was working on earlier today. But anyway, I did this to this Batman and Catwoman. Ooh, getting a little close. Because I want to paint it. That's the whole point. We're going to be painting. I'm going to put this away. So, I'm going to let this dry. I was working on this little study of David, from David and Goliath. And I think I'm going to do the rest of it off stream, just because I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go just yet on certain things. But I was having a ton of fun with you guys this morning, going through the process. The intention of this study is to see what it looks like, to see if I can get some colors, the atmosphere that I had in my heart when I thought of the picture. And the goal is to put it on a larger canvas and hopefully put it out for sale and sell a piece, man. That's what we're trying to do, sell a piece up in this joint. So that's one. I still have the palette, the color from that David here. So I'm thinking I can paint on this. Not necessarily Conan, but it's a Conan inspired piece. So maybe we can do some of that. Maybe I can work on the background, but then I really wanted to draw. So you guys mind if we do a little bit of everything? So that's what we're going to do. A little bit of everything. So I'm going to start with here. Maybe I'll just work on the background. And when that's satisfactory, if it's ever satisfactory, I'll crack open this artboard. I thought I had a smaller artboard. I think, what is this? 12 by 16? It's a little bigger than I wanted. I thought I had a smaller one. I got 8 by 10s. I usually have a 12 by 16 somewhere, but I guess not. But if I crack this open, I'm gonna draw a Ninja Turtle, I think. It's not like it's my go-to, but that's what I got in my heart. I'll leave this here. Nah, we'll leave it out. Boop. Alright, we cool? We ready? Let's make it happen. Again, this is a Freeform Friday. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. We're rebels. That's what the the round table is for. We're rebels. Alright, so I want to get... I've been messing around with different atmospheric colors, complementary and contradictory and combative colors. So I'm going to do... Good Lord, Broadway. It's my cat. Getting her singing on. We're gonna do some oranges and browns and reds on the left. Light blues and glows on the right. Cool, cool. ¿Estamos de acuerdo? I am using Castle Arts gouache. Let's go. There is what's the word I'm looking for? There's no expectations here. We're just painting and enjoying each other's company. If you got any questions, if you got anything to say, make sure you say it. Come in here and say what's up. Sup? Take a picture. Start the process. I'm sorry, man. We gotta do all of this for the socials. That's that. Stop it. Go to time lapse. But that's it, man. I'm just going to be laying down stuff kind of roughly and letting it blend on the paper. I keep forgetting this wet palette leaves my colors really schmoist and vibrant, and it's giving me a little bit more pigment than I intentioned to put down at first, but that's okay as well. I'm gonna realize that I say that a lot. It's all right. None of this is 100% important or anything. We're just experimenting most of the time, enjoying the process. And I've been trying to take it easy, you know? I've been doing a lot of painting and creation of my own characters for a story that I've written and developing. But I wanted to take kind of a break. I might add a different blue in here, just so I can get a nicer type of glow. So now, but I do have my fan on. My room is really warm, and I live down south, so everything is fighting. Hold on, everything's making noise. Nobody cares. I'm just loosely mixing, and I really want to get rid of this color. I mean, not this color. This palette. I want to stay busy. One of my goals this year is to stay busy. Paint all the time, draw all the time, as much as I can. Get my ideas on paper, get everything out of the way. Get it out of my head. Get it out of my dreams. Get into my car. Where my Billy Ocean fam at? He's gonna be kind of like coming out of the dark anyway, so here we go. That is too dark. TV girl, how are you? And welcome back. Hey, I was looking at some pictures of Doc Brown. Do you have any in mind that you want to mess around with? I'm thinking I could throw up the reference online, not online, but on screen here, and we all can have a workshop and try and draw it together. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool to do. I'm doing fantastic, though. Thank you for asking. All right. Good to have you back. Today is going to be kind of... ooh, my goodness. Making a mess. Kind of like a... quick, fast, in a hurry. Kinda. But not in so much of a rush that we don't get anything. Yes, the movie poster. Oh, but him and Marty looking at their watches. Oh, so nothing difficult. Jeez. Criminy. Okay. I love that picture too, though. I don't think I'm going to paint everything. That's a cool picture. Okay. Why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can do it. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. That'll be good enough to use as reference. But yeah, if you're down, I'm down. Keeping that as his arm. I lost a lot of I wasn't even gonna start working on the figure, but you know what? There's nobody here to tell us what to do. What I was gonna do portrait style, like the stuff that I've been doing, but no, man. Let's challenge ourselves, right? I probably won't do any freehand, so probably be the grid method. Why not, right? I'm going to see how much of this I can do without painting everything. You're going to ruin your dinner. Being a jerk to my kids today. A risk taker, trendsetter, jet setting, woo! I'm a risk taker? That's funny. That's right. That's right, Dottie. I'm a rebel, Dottie. Going a bit willy-nilly on my palette here. Not being too tight with it. I didn't have anything in mind, in a sense, when I was drawing this. It was more of a study and more of a way to test this paper. So now I'm just gonna using this brush. Adorable kids, I love children. Dude, I say children, but I was yelling at a 30-year-old. What I'm trying to do here is just use the canvas as much as possible and try to make it come up that way, make it come alive without having to paint the whole thing. One of the things I noticed in one of my recent paintings was that I didn't paint over everything. So I am embracing that. Because, right, I'm thinking about the future. If I'm going to be in the Comic Cons and all of those places, right, it's wishful thinking. I got to work fairly quickly. Where else? All right, let's go. Smaller brush, smaller brush. Right. I am really digging these castle art pigment gouache. I need to try out some of the other colors, but I am digging the way these things look. All right, let's work on his face. His face. Do you need me to zoom in on that face for you? That's pretty close. So this technically is my Friday, so I should ask you. You doing anything for the weekend? It looks like I am beginning to muddy up. Let's see. Maybe. We'll see. I'm trying not to lose my figure here, so I gotta go light a bit. It's drying really weird. And I'm moving really quickly for whatever reason. What do I do on the weekends? I try to do boring stuff like yard work. I try not to be in my studio where I'm sitting here. I sit here in this room almost every day for about close to 8 hours a day. And I don't want to do that. So I don't do that on the weekends. So I gotta do stuff around the house that needs to get taken care of. And trying to hang out with the wifey. Yeah, boring stuff. Just like that. I look at a lot of comic books. But lately all I've been doing is thinking about drawing or painting. Like a lot. Upcoming projects, stuff to do on live, that type of stuff. This process, this whole live streaming and building the channel has become a full-time job, you know? So I'm like, what's cool, what's hip? What are the kids doing these days? Where is... I think it's now time for me to use my filbert. Thank you. Yeah, comics are the jam. So I'm always looking at books, studying them. I've been looking at comic books differently lately. Like I said, to study and to look at the artwork a little bit deeper, to try to get ideas and get inspired. I lost his face, so I gotta try to find his face. You wish me the best. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's coming along. I'm having a good time. Meeting amazing people. This is what what I should have done earlier. Put in my shadows instead of trying to find them now. But like you said, risk taker. I narrowed his face down. It's always about balance, finding the balance. And there's no contrast right now, so it looks very one note. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a very nice of you to say. And I hear you, and I'll take it to heart. Thank you. I'm not mixing my all I'm doing is mixing it back to the main color. I need to be a little bit more bolder. More bolder. But if I wipe out enough of it, I can mold it. The Montoya, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Alright, I'm gonna let that dry because it's kind of muddy. See how everything looks just like one color? So I'm gonna wait for it to dry and I can add some other tones to it so that it could come alive a bit. Just messing around, Monty, for today. Plus, if this fails, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a Ninja Turtle. It's such a random. That underpainting is too dark, so my colors ain't coming true. So we're gonna have to go a little bit bolder here. Oh my lord, that's loud. I wouldn't say no to a Ninja Turtle either. Monty, have you seen Reacher, the show on Amazon? That dude, Alan Rickman, he played Raphael in the like Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtles show, movies. That dude is huge. And yesterday, as we was re-watching season 3. We had thought we finished it. Anyway, he's shaped like a freaking Ninja Turtle, bro. That dude is huge, man. Wow. You gotta love that. What is it? My Manacha says, this looks really cool. I'll just say that and scroll on. Bye. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'll take a drive-by complimenting. You look good. That show really is good. That dude is so huge, man. He just doesn't seem real. Which is so funny. But anyway, yeah, I was telling my wife what we was watching yesterday. As he can't even run. He's so big. I'm like, that dude look, his body is shaped like a Ninja Turtle. Alright, let's darken that inside. Give it some texture. Stop beating around the bush. Stop messing around. What do I got? We was in here half an hour? Alright. So what I'll do is I'll probably draw, keep painting this for another half an hour or so, and then I'll just start drawing or something. It all depends. We'll see how it goes, man. See how we feel it. You know what makes it funny though? Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I didn't really know all of the history. I just remember certain fans clowning on Tom Cruise, and I didn't really understand that either. Because I even enjoyed those movies. I mean, they are what they are. They're just a Tom Cruise visual. You know, he hasn't done anything that's been wow in a long time. So then to see and hear that that's how he's supposed to be, it makes me laugh. And they make sure in that show, say that 3 times, make sure in that show, to mention how big and absurd Alan is. Alright, I don't know what's going on. His face looks weird. Like it doesn't have any form, right? my initial drawing wasn't even all that good in the first place. What's up, JOM? So trying to not fix it, but bring it to life a bit is a bit difficult. Something's gotta give here. What? That always the case. I like Reacher's no filter take on what he says, like Amos from The Expanse. Yeah. Ooh, I haven't seen Amos. I haven't seen The Expanse, but I know what you're talking about. I started to watch an episode or two of it. I'm gonna have to get back in there. Oh, people, man, I really am happy y'all are here chilling. That's not too bad. Looks weird, right? That's something you want to hear the artist say. Looks weird, man. It be like that sometimes, though. Gotcha. And maybe that was it, because you're not the first one to recommend The Expanse. I think my brother-in-law is a huge fan of it, and he's the type of dude who's like he thought that I would enjoy it. Teal green? Do I want teal green? I don't know what that looks like. I'm gonna go cobalt because of the science. Because he was saying it was pretty intelligent show. I'm gonna try cobalt. Some shows be like that, though. I know. I hear you. And then there'd be some shows where they pull you in early and then become repetitive trash. Lost, anyone? I'm kidding. But yes, Lost was like that. And you guys remember Fallen Skies? Can you guys remember how many times he would get captured at the end of the episodes? And it'd be a time jump where you go, wait, what the hell just happened here? But yeah, we're looking for some good shows to watch. We're running out of portrait episodes. trying to get like a glowing effect over here, but I think I may have just dulled it. I'm gonna have to get subtle. Put some white back there. Let the canvas take what it wants. Monty says, I think too much is thrown at you in the first few episodes where you're confused, a bit trying to keep up and put it all together. Once the story becomes clear, you'll get locked in and enjoy the ride. You referring to The Expanse? All right, I can dig it. You don't have to keep selling for it. I got you. But yeah, I think that's how we felt. There's a lot of world building early, which is a good thing. It really is. I get it out the way. I know it's difficult. That's a type of show that respects the audience enough to go, we're going to hit you with a lot. Stick with us. Arcane, huh? I don't really remember if I've seen any of Arcane. The animation is amazing. I think maybe I've seen a few episodes of that first season, but we'll see if we can check it out. Oh, wait a minute. It's on Netflix. I don't got Netflix, bro. No Netflix for Schmel. Trying to figure out a color I can use. We'll see if that works. We cut. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm reading you guys' comments. Wild Food ask if I'm streaming on somewhere else. No, I'm streaming on YouTube twice, on their horizontal feed and on their vertical feed. If you're interested in seeing the horizontal feed, I have the link pinned. My first comment, the first comment there, if you want to check it out. All it is the rest of my table. So if you're like, who the hell is he talking to? That's all the. I got an audience over there. Thank you. I used to stream on Twitch as well, but I really don't have an audience there, so it felt like screaming into your pillow. And It's not fun. The only people that would comment on my videos on Twitch are the Twitch bots. Trying to give him some variety here in his face, but I'm about to add some blue. Remember earlier I was talking about the sections of the face. So I'm gonna add a blue wash. It's gonna make it seem like he has a 5 o'clock shadow. Shadow. That's how you have to say it. Shadow. Yeah, it would be kind of cool if they did, but all right, let's go ahead and add that blue. A touch of blue, just a touch. I was using Restream, where it does everything on its own, but it wasn't always consistent. All right. I'm gonna let it blend in. You see how quickly it looks like he grew and shaved a beard? And it still retains the flesh tones and the notes that you're looking for, you put in place earlier. All right, let's see. And then you want to get fancy with it, get a little dooba-dabba, do you? Wild food, this is gouache. And thanks for asking, and thank you for switching over. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is my palette. Just using a wet palette. I'm not using a ton of colors. And, the background here of burnt sienna is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I'm just layering on top. Let me stop this. So ultramarine, some cobalt, some white, yellow, black, some yellow ochre, some vermilion, orange or terracotta light, and some burnt sienna. I'm digging this process, and all it does is makes me want to do more and more varied styled paintings. I want to do some action shots, some fight scenes, and from the stuff I be like these inspired by Savage Sword of Conan and the saga, Conan saga, all of those. You can skip this. Put y'all to sleep. But this was a drawing I did a couple of days ago. I was trying to mess around with this paper again. Oh my lord, do I still have it? I have to show you guys the first drawing I did using this paper. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible, that drawing. But anyway, I've had it there. I'm trying to go through a ton of my art supplies in terms of materials, more likely. These papers, canvases, water paper, watercolor paper, mixed media paper, acrylic paper. All of it. Before I really get into and put a ton of work on canvas and artboard, which is what I've been using lately and kind of like what I feel is the most comfortable. Like these pieces are all done on artboard using gouache. I'm saying. Wildfood says, glad I found you. Nothing inspires me to draw more than watching a good artist at work. Man, thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's an amazing compliment. Thank you very much. Gravy, that means a lot to me. I don't know what to say, man. Thank you doesn't seem enough, and I appreciate that. And for that, I'm glad I can inspire. I hope you do pick up a pencil and draw some more and hang out with me. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. I don't normally stream on Thursdays. I'm doing today because I'm not going to be streaming on Friday because it's my birthday. And here, I'll do a quick little show and tell so you can see the type of stuff that I work on and do on a regular. That's actually looking pretty good. Darken his hair. Put some greens on that, but yeah, I'll check it out. Little Magneto on gouache. Everything is gouache. I don't use anything else. I've been using gouache for the last 3 years. Going on 3 years. Started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I'm not pilfering, but some of these pieces are for sale. Check out my coffee shop. Check out my Etsy store. But this one is in my Ko-fi. It's a new one I did. These are my own characters. She is. That's just a tiger. Mr. Sith Lord. Yeah. Talk about the two nicest guys going, yeah, we're evil. Mr. Sith Lord. That's funny. Our girl Shitara. I should do a series of cartoon crushes and just have Shitara, the Baroness, Lady J, RC, who else? Jem from Jem and the Holograms. No, I don't like Jem. I was a Misfits guy. Do a little bit of everything. I like this one. I wish I was a bit more vibrant with the colors, but I do appreciate it. Galactus with the num-nums. I just put this one up on the market on my my coffee shop as well. If you guys are interested, you could go check out that. Ship anywhere in the U.S. Once you start shipping overseas, you got to deal with customs and all that gravy, and it puts more stress on the person buying than it does the person selling, and it's just kind of terrible to do that to somebody. The ones that I sell on my Ko-fi are original pieces. I don't put them on prints or t-shirts like that. I figure that the value of that is a lot better. Original piece. There's only one and done. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, don't forget to watch The Expanse. Is it on Netflix? I can't. I have Doom Eternal on my Ko-fi for $200. And the only thing I have to do is spray some, put some varnish on it. Oh, dude, if I put varnish on this thing, what? You'll swear you'll see your reflection on that dude's mask. Wolverine. I haven't done this, but I will be putting those. Gary Shipman's. Gary Shipman? Let me see. That name doesn't sound familiar. Let me see. Better be good, man. Gary Shipman. Ooh. Wow, he's really good. Now I want to see his art. Gary Shipman art, not his face. Oh, dude, yeah, he's really good. His realism is really good. That is great. He did a Pac-Man parody called Titan Mouse of Might. That looks like Batman. Oh yeah, I love that work. What does he do? Watercolor? Maybe gouache? That's kind of cool, man. Thanks for the compliment. And the big boy. The big boy.
Mr. Fix-It.
It's too big for the...
Fix-It.
This is the biggest one. Biggest art panel I've done. 16 by 24, I think. Oh, it's on Prime? I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I got a ton of art that I really want to put up either for sale or just I need to get these out. But maybe I can join one of these indie cons down here in Florida and get a booth or something. I gotta talk to Tony Yopi. I met Tony at IndieCon here in Jacksonville 2 months ago or a month ago. Great dude, local Floridian, and he did. I have one of his books here. That's awesome. And I believe he's one of the organizers for the indie stuff. And I'm going to see if I can bend his ear about grabbing a panel or something. I would show more, but most of the stuff is away in a folder. This is the stuff that's the most recent, give or take. So we're going to do a quick little lightning round. Supergirl that looks like Megan Fox. Iron Man with the legs of Megan Fox. Megan Fox. Blade and Spawn. This is really light because this is a copy of the original. I was going to ink this. If anybody's interested in inking this, hit me up on designmadgood@gmail.com and I'll send that to you. I got to send this copy to MEP, M-E-P, And you know me. I believe his name is Michael Pelletier. Michael Pelletier. I knew someone that by the name of Michael Pelletier, but I don't think it's him. Anyway. The Twins of Eternia. Shbatman and Shbane. This was a pre-drawing before I did this guy. Same dude, different mediums. Actually, not to be over here dancing on in my own party. It's pretty good. JOM, the big gray dude, that's Mr. Fix-It. He is one of the incredible, well, he's one of Banner's alter egos. He's the one that thinks is what adults are. So
That's him.
I can't wait till we see Mr. Fix-It. That'd be kind of cool. What else we got? I was just messing around. She-Ra with the thighs. Thick. Conan with the thigh. Showing a lot of thigh meat there. Conan putting the beans on a horde of goobers that I wanted to try to finish. I probably won't finish. Rogu. I gotta send this to Omer. I think he wanted to ink that. And then we got this dude. Whew. I got anything else? Oh yeah. My boy David. Tabecito. Yes, Joey. Joey, that's how you know him, but that's hilarious. Joey. Joseph Fix-It. David, which I'll probably finish later on. Maybe I'll finish this over the weekend. And Indiana Jones. You guys do you guys follow Rob Norton? This was I was gonna submit this as a pinup for his book about a dingus in a jar, but I don't know if it'll fit. I sent it to him yesterday, and I don't know if it's gonna fit the theme of what he's putting together. So I think it's hilarious. We'll see what he says. I told him if he can use it, don't hesitate. If he can't, it was okay with me. I just had a lot of fun doing this. It was so difficult drawing the pixels. So I almost want to paint it. Yes. Wild Food, if you like comic books from the 90s and you like to kind of like dig on if you like 90s extreme comics and stuff like that, he does reviews of comics in that era. He does reviews from a lot of comic books, but mainly in that era. He's a comic book creator of his own right. He did a He-Man 6-volume fan fiction. I don't even know what to call it. Not a graphic novel, 6 volumes. It's amazing. I have it here. And he's constantly working on his comic book and on his craft. So, and the people that join his streams are all cool people, all supportive people. It's almost every time you jump on his channel to watch a stream is basically a bunch of goobers hanging out. And it feels like a safe place to people to hang out and be themselves and joke around and have fun. Kind of like the same type of vibe that I try to emulate. But he is legit when it comes to working all the time on his craft, on what he loves to do, which is his own comic and writing and his own stuff. It's inspiring to me, which is what pushes me to do all this goofy stuff that I do. Because it's not goofy to me. My dude, Monty, funny. I'm gonna send you something. Little inside baseball. Because when I sent Rob this image, the caption said, not that one. Let me see if I can without. Okay. Can you see that? Maybe not. Anyway, it says it belongs in a museum. It's blurry as all get out. So you already know. All right, where were we? We're gonna finish this piece. So, I think I'm at this point also my creative career. I just finished writing my own story. These characters here are all my own characters that I'm putting together for my story. What I'm doing is, because I currently do not do sequential art, comic book art, basically storyboarded art. I'm trying to develop that skill, so I'm doing a lot of studying. But what I do is a lot of portraiture, singular shots, pin-ups, faux covers or cover concepts. And so what I've been doing for myself is doing my own pin-ups, doing my own cover concepts. But these are my own characters. Not this guy. Maybe I could add him into my own character system, but nah. Him and her are brothers. Yeah, I'll do the family tree. Pop Dukes, the daughter. These are the main characters of my story. These two, Ifo and Enix. That's their father, Mjorn, and that's their uncle, Kelbray. And as I continue, I'm gonna keep drawing some of these hero shots and getting bigger and bigger, and maybe I'm gonna start doing more action pieces. Because honestly, I can't guarantee myself that I'm gonna be able to draw all the things that I have in mind in that story. I'm sure that I'll be able to do a cover or a pin-up of an action shot. So, but I'm not discouraged in any way. I'm still learning. I'm only 47 years young, guys. I can do this. We can do this. And the last one. For us nerds, us manly nerds. Ooh, they're gonna kiss. So, I'm gonna paint this also. Just not today. Maybe I'll paint it on Monday. Who knows? Stick around. The best part about this channel, you never know what we're gonna get. Right? It's like a box of chocolates. But yeah, and I try to answer as many questions as I can. I don't gatekeep. There's no point. It doesn't suit me for me to die with any of this stuff stuck in my head. I like to share it with you, with everybody. Those who've been around here hopefully feel that sentiment. And if any way you go, nah man, he lying, you let me know so I can block you. I think so too, Monty. I don't know why. It's because, you know what, I respect it so much. I've been looking at it so much. I respect it to the point where I don't want to take it lightly. No matter how what's the word I'm looking for? Judgmental I am? Is that the word? Or critical I am? Critical, not judgmental. Critical I am of sequential art. In the sense of the books that I buy and look at, and how I look at them and study them. That the more I study and look at it and try to do it, I get the biggest respect. I have the biggest respect and admiration for the people that do it. no matter what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? There's people that are critical about how a panel is supposed to be this, that, and the other. And you can tell which ones are which. The a-holes that say things to be critical, but to be just mean-spirited about it. There's a way that a professional can correct your mistakes where it feels like constructive. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I don't want anybody to say my stuff is trash. So, even me. So, I'm taking my time with it. I'm not rushing. I'm okay. Give me a second to put some tunes. But it is fun. It's fun to come up with get the concepts out and try to do it. It really is. All right. I mixed green. I'm going to have them because there's so much. I need something to stand out. So I'm going to give them dark greens and blues. I think that'll work. So I'm going to mix some of that with a little bit of yellow. Yellow, vermilion, orange, kind of like a khaki brown. Hopefully that'll work. If not, I'll blame you guys. I'm gonna move this up here. And hopefully it won't look terrible. You know what I've been wanting to find out? Monty, if there's anybody, because there's some people that I've spoken to that I feel like an offer coming in the sense of, hey, can you draw this book or this, that, and the other? I want to see if there's a way to work with people that do layouts. You know what I'm saying? I'll work on somebody's layouts. I don't care if they're okay with my art over their initial stuff. I would like to try that. Cause you boy ain't too prideful. But I've been living with the expression, I don't need a handout. I just need a hand. This is drying out. But it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm having a great time. I really am. Learning and talking to so many artists and creators, man. So, thank you guys. Thank you for just doing and hanging out. But I have to be okay with failing. You know, that's one thing that I have to get out of my head. And I say failing, and that's not even the word I'm looking for. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Like, I lost all my lines. I don't mean failing like that. Because believe me, your boy has failed in many of things. Okay. I'm trying to find my contrast. I'm following where I had my shadows. Hold on. Let me read the chat for a second here. You get the hang of it? Thank you. Wild Food says gouache is a great medium, but not everyone uses it like they used to. Gouache is a great medium, but not everyone uses it like they used to. How did you come to choose it? Okay, I'll get back to that. How did I get to choose gouache? That's a good question, and it might even, the answer might not be all that interesting. I've always wanted to paint. I always wanted to paint. I never really had the room to do oils, and I always felt intimidated by oils. That's one thing. I tried acrylics because they were cheap and they were cool. I have some successes with acrylic. I can show you guys. I have them hanging them somewhere, and I've tried watercolor, but it's just the desire to paint was always there. What drove me to gouache specifically is that I started watching on YouTube just videos of people painting videos, and I started to see a lot of Studio Ghibli recreations using gouache, and just the smoothness and the way they were building colors and layering was fascinating to me. And I don't know what made me go, I can do that. I want to do that. It's inexpensive. And if I can find my very, very, very small, I have a small, I don't have it. I'll have to find it, but I'll show you. But yeah, I don't know why. I went through watercolors and felt the chaotic nature of it and fell in love with it, and then felt the chaotic nature of it and hated it. But I was already in the muscle memory of adding water to pigment to paper. And gouache is always used in the same sentence with watercolor. They always say it's the same but different, it's the same but different, it's the same but different. There are similarities to it, but they're not necessarily all that similar, except for the fact that it's an opaque watercolor. That's what they call it. That's what the paints that I use call it. I know that Alex Ross uses it, so that was very inspiring and intimidating to do. Because I knew you always want to try to copy somebody that uses it. And I knew that I was never going to reach his standard of painting. And I don't want to paint the way he does. I think that what he does, you can do in watercolor. I want to paint in a way that people go, what is that? Is that watercolor, acrylic, or... I don't necessarily use gouache, I think, the way it's supposed to be used. I don't really know how it's supposed to be used. I haven't seen a master use it. Even though masters have used it, and they actually use it a lot. Frazetta has used it. Leyen Decker has used it. Because it's quick, fast, in a hurry. And you don't have to worry about drying. But yeah, that's a really good question, man, because I really don't know what made me do it. I think it was because it was going to be a challenge, and I think I needed a challenge at that point in my life when it came to painting. You got to go big or go home, and I want to fail big. It's a stupid thing to say. It's a silly thing to say, but you learn more when you fail. You learn more about yourself. I used to exercise a lot, and I think bodybuilders and sports figures all say the same things. You learn more about when you fail. If you can't hit a fastball, you start developing speed and strength, eye contact, eye and hand coordination. Faster, stronger, faster, stronger. You can't hit the curveball, you learn patience, and you learn eye coordination, following the ball, seeing the rotation. Football, the same thing. You don't hit the pocket fast enough, the hole fast enough as a running back. As a running back, you work on your legs, you work on your cutting, you work on all that stuff. Every painting that I failed made me learn something. As much as that hurt, and many things that you go, I suck, I hate this crap. I've never felt that. No matter how bad I've done in a painting, I've never felt like, ooh, man. I think. All right, where were we at? I don't know if that answered your question, but I'm really sorry if it didn't. Great minds. There are peeps looking for better artists to do legwork for them. Oh, you're referring to working off of the layouts. Yeah, and it's not even about good or great. Some people are just too busy. I might, if I had the money to do it. Yes, the art of small ball. Go for the bunt. If I had the money, I'll see if somebody can do the artwork. If it was that big, if I was that big, I'll do a cover. You do the inside. I don't care. But a part of me as an artist, every artist feels this way. You got to do it, right? You got to do it at least once. A sheet or two, a page or two, a short story. Maybe I'm thinking too big. Maybe I never said, oh, let me just do a quick little story, bing, bang, boom, and knock it out. Bing, bang, boom. I went, I'm going to do a freaking epic. My first story that I wrote was a Christmas story that was supposed to be 6 pages in the style of twas the night before Christmas. Turned in from a 6-page story to a 14-page action parody to a 25-page single-issue comic, open-ended. I'm like, what the hell? And I was so intimidated by it, I got some sheets of it. I'm like, what the heck? I wanted to go ahead and write another 16, 17 chapter mini epic in my mind of my characters from the Ghost of Arlan. So there you go. I don't know what the hell's happening. I don't need a handout, just a hand sounds like another t-shirt. Yo, we building t-shirts left and right, DW. I love that expression. I don't need a handout, I just need a hand. Sometimes if I'm on the ground, I don't know, I'm not always looking for you to give me $1. Now, homie, stand up. I'd buy that for $1. See, there you go. So, you guys are making business in my chat. TV Girl says, hello. She's welcoming D-Dubs. He's welcoming her, saying hello back. She used to oil paint. It was easy to work with. That's cool. This is an artist. You guys got to check out Lead, Leeahd, Goldman. Ugh, it's me and my names. Just search for Lead. He's an amazing person, an amazing oil painter. The dude is legit. He used to do storyboard. He was a storyboard artist for, I think it was called Interesting Ways to Die on Nat Geo, and he did some storyboard art for Guardians of the Galaxy on XD. And right now you can see a ton of his beautiful oil paintings on YouTube. Check out his website if I can. You know what? Let's not. I'm going to put it here. He's been doing a series of paintings, of oil paintings lately, of using gold leaf. That is just top notch, man. Tops. Alright, where are we? Where were we? Team Girl, Oil, Bing Bang, Boom, Gah! I started watching My Neighbor Totoro. I love My Neighbor Totoro. With Frank Welker as just breathing as Totoro. Totoro. It's such a sad movie. It's beautiful. Failure is the greatest teacher. Yoda for the win. I couldn't hit the curveball and got whacked. Got whacked in the mouth. Lost 2 teeth. Is that right? DW? You needed to watch Major Leagues and see how Pedro Serrano did it. Just don't pray to Joe Boo. Alright, where are we? That green really made it work. It looks really earthy though. So the concept was that he's pulling off his cloak, revealing who he was. In the drawing. Let's darken that up. We're going to use the dark green that we used earlier to keep it cohesive. Just adding a little bit of blue. Everything is dry now. What does the guy you're painting have in his hand? This hand or that hand? This hand? He's reaching for a sword. He's like pulling down his cloak, revealing who he is, and grabbing a sword. You thought it was a vial? Yeah, I can see that too. I can see why you would think that, but again, this was just something that I was messing around with. There was really nothing behind it. I really wanted to use my paper, and that's it, man. I'm going to be doing more. I'm really digging this paper though, by the way. This is acrylic paper from Strathmore. And then when I started painting with gouache, I didn't know what type of paper to use because there's no such thing as gouache paper. Like there is for acrylic or even watercolor. You could use either of those, acrylic and watercolor paper. They do well to hold up with water, obviously, that's the point. But it was just like, again, you start, as a beginning artist, or person that's beginning to use a certain medium, you end up falling into the same traps and asking the same questions almost. What's the best paper? What are the best brushes? What's the best paint to use? What's this? What's that? And believe me, I've asked those same questions, which is always very hard for me now, even though I may have a preference to certain things, to give full recommendations for anything. I might give you these are the pros and cons. But yeah, no, man. I'll draw on anything. I'll paint on anything. But there are steps to do it. The one thing I enjoy about using this acrylic paper is that I don't have to throw any gesso on top of it. It's gonna hold as much paint as I throw at it. That's cool. Alright, so I don't understand. I'm gonna tell you right now though, your boy's falling in love with these Castle gouache paints. Before this, I started with Hemi gouache because they were inexpensive, and you start falling into all of those channels about like Hamrib and all these other amazing artists that use Hemi. The only reason I bought it was because I wanted to paint like them. And Dish Asher, I think her name is. She does beautiful portraits. Yeah, hit the road, Windsor Newton. Yesterday, D-Dubs, when I was talking about them, I called them Western and Newton. So I couldn't even give them their names right. That's how far they fell. Get at it. Hit the road. I still haven't tried my Holbeins. You know how expensive the damn Holbeins are? That's all you get. Five milliliters of paint. I've only done a swatch with these. I'm sure these will be fantastic, but that's the fear, right? They're going to be so good that I'm going to be like, screw you, Castle Arts, but I don't want to do that. Because I can afford Castle Arts. Who's a fake fan? It's terrible. You've watched artists paint on the inside of a cereal box to prove any material will do it. It really would. There's some things that you just need to prep. When I paint on Bristol paper, I gotta prep it. Fixative, gesso, and then I can paint on top. Do I want to do that all the time? Not really. Not necessarily. So what I've been using lately that I enjoy the most are those artboard canvases. I like the stiffness of them, and they take pencils pretty well. I can't get super dark pencils on them, but what's the point? I don't mind that because I'm going to paint over them. Chris, get dressed. That's true. Honestly. The best thing a teacher could do and should do is have students that want to paint grab 4 colors, maybe 5, maybe even 6. But the 4 that I could have done the majority of this painting on: black, white, yellow ochre, and vermilion. That's it. That's it. And the good thing is that there are some places that actually use that color scheme. It's called the Student. But yeah, the first 4 colors is the Zorn palette, which is what I've been using for all of my figures lately. If you tone down the black with the yellow ochre, you start getting a greenish color because the black has blue tint. There goes those. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get this blue glow, so you're still gonna have to. You're gonna have to adapt. Get a Zorn palette and 2 exotic colors, man. Like a pure red if you want. I don't know. One of the things that I did when I started painting, also because I love monochromatic, I love pencil sketches and grayscale, I painted in one color, blue or look at this thing, just in blue. Just messing with the opacity, adding a bit more white, which is not always very good. And this one, mostly burnt sienna, and just keep adding layers and layers and layers. I just couldn't, for whatever reason, I just couldn't get the depth that I wanted, so I ended up cheating and using black India ink. Well, I didn't know. What even, you know, you don't know, you don't know. You know? Oh, Quilford, I wish it would stop. Ha! This one? No. If I had a self-portrait, do I have it in here? Oh, there you go. There goes your boy. My poor pup. My dog has allergies. And he's been licking his paws, man, and there's nothing we can do to help him. But it's constant. And the problem is that because he licks so often his paws, that because he's not eating anything, it builds up. Really gross pup-parent talk. It builds up bile in his stomach. So he already puked earlier because of it. Look good he does. Yeah. Thanks. I was so afraid to use colors. Look at the edge lighting. Look how sad that is. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me just. That's the worst part, man. Now I'm throw that bad boy up there. Not a lot of edge lighting in any of these. They're very, very tone deaf. Except for that one. That's on purpose. I love that stuff. It's just black and white, right? And look how bright it looks because of the paper, the tone of the paper. Where's my other piece? Oh, brother, that's terrible. Wow. Same two colors. Look how blue. I did these together. It's now it's got bright in my room. I should do the Jones piece in that style. Well, I didn't know what I was gonna do, because the piece was supposed to be black and white because the book that he's putting together is black and white. I really wanted to paint it, but then I'm like, well, I know I can't do that, so I'm gonna try to draw it, with an emphasis on trying to ink it. So then I was trying to simplify some of the shapes and the shading, so that like these were going to be pure black. So the idea was going to be the leather jacket, the strap, the shadows was going to be pure black, and it was just going to be pure white and line art, so it'll pop out. But yeah, I feel you, bro. Do a monochromatic Indiana Jones. Heck yeah, bro. Brosif. All right. So I'm trying to figure out some glowing effect, because I want the David piece is gonna have some glowing. So I'm trying to see if I can pull that off. And be more expressive. What time is it? 5:18. Party peoples. I got like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go have dinner with the fam. We're gonna go have some. We're gonna go to a place called Zen Dumplings. Oh lordy, delicious. You guys ever had soup dumplings? Well, need to go live a little. But this wasn't too bad. Nice way to get put something on paper, finish up the hilt of the sword, keep some darks out here. Nothing to take too serious. But really the most important thing, the best thing that happened during this run is having you guys hanging out with me. I'll be older the next time you guys we meet. Older and wiser. Well, older anyway. All right, let's put some magical flim flam on this, shall we? If you're a painter and you don't make sound effects, Bob Ross rolls over in his grave. Just letting you know. So if you don't, he's uncomfortable out there. Because of you. So, with that said, you already know, I'm going to let the music play me out. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and on my channel. This is Arts on the Round Table. My name is Mello. God bless you. I love you, mean it. And until next time, party people, I will draw you later. And thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it so much. Bye.